Hi, my name is Kevin, and this is my swing analysis from me and my golf.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We're here at the Kingdom at TaylorMade headquarters in Carlsbad, California, doing some filming for the winter, and what a beautiful place it is. And today's swing analysis winner is Kevin Andrews. Now, Kevin is struggling with a slice. Now, when we look at his golf swing, it's actually a really good golf swing, Pearce. He swings the club very nicely around his body, but we are really looking more, maybe deeper into actually what's happening at impact, and that really, the answer lies in the club face, doesn't it? So let's take a look at his golf swing. Let's see what's going on. So if you played in full motion first, you'll see what I mean. It swings the club in a very nice direction, but when we break it down and we go slow now, what we're going to notice from the down the line view is that as he swings back, club gets a little bit inside, the camera's a little bit off angle, but we're really going to focus at the top of his golf swing, and we're going to highlight what the club's doing. You can see the club face is in an open position. It's not quite matching his lead forearm, but now into transition on the way down now, we'll see club continues to open. If we just looked out just before he gets to impact, Pearce, that club is way open
way
there.
Open, yes.
Now, he's got a lot of compensating to do there to actually get it back to the ball, but if he doesn't, that club face is going to present itself very open, and the ball is going to start right and possibly curve a little more to the right, which we don't want. So, I think this is a pretty simple one. We'd maybe question his grip a little bit, Pearce, because of the way his hand looks as he swings back. But again, it's training aid month at Me and My Golf. You can see Pearce is already strapped up, ready with another training aid to help. Let's talk about, maybe start with his grip, Pearce, and how his grip could be influencing his club face.
Look, the first thing is we know that it's tough sometimes to get the camera angles you want and room. It's tricky, but it just does look as though on the way back that the grip just looks to be in a position where it's not actually sitting in the hand correctly, and it's difficult to describe. So this is more for you, Kevin. If the grip is, you feel could be an issue, have a go at this. Hold the golf club up in front. Now we would feel that for yourself, it's a little bit more like this. So it's very much going diagonally through the palm of the hand, okay, right through the middle of it, just underneath the thumb there. What we would like to do is to see more of this. We want to see as though it's a little bit more in the fingers, and that's going to give you a lot more control of the club face when you're doing this. As soon as you jam it in the palm like that, it really can give you a problem, especially with that open club face. So let's get it a little bit more in the fingers, would be the first thing I would test and have a look for. The next thing, we've got a leaf there, the next thing is how we're going to control this trail wrist. So we've got a little gizmo on here, looks like something like Spider-Man would be shooting his webs out of, but this is from Da Vinci Sports, and this is cool because I can mold this here, it's foam, it moves with the angle that I want to set my wrist at, and I really want to feel, and we feel for you, Kevin, is that we need to get this right wrist bent back. So we need to get it bent back more. At the top of the backswing, it looks like your right wrist is too flat at the top. Great to have a flat lead wrist, but we need a bent right wrist.
And this is interesting because we often talk about the flat lead wrist, and we hear this a lot again in the golfing world, but we're going to look at the right wrist because the right wrist plays a huge role in that club face, doesn't it? And it may be a different way of feeling it, Pearce.
It is, yeah. And Kevin's lead wrist isn't too bad by the looks of it, other than obviously the grip being an issue. But that's really sort of focused on this position.
So show us how the trail hand, Pearce, affects the club face.
Okay, so if I were to actually do Kevin's swing here, so I'm just going to swing back, and I'm going to go with this trail wrist getting pretty flat. Look at the club face. We can see very open at the top of the backswing. You see the leading edge dropping down to the ground like so. As soon as I do this, bend my trail wrist more, we can see that the club face is in a much better position. So if I just do that again one more time, by the time I get to the top, I get the leading edge now running almost parallel to my forearms. That's a lot stronger position because I'm bending this right wrist.
You can see Pearce is touching that little ball on the end there, and I think this is great because it even works into transition a little bit, doesn't it, Pearce, as well? Because we know that Kevin gets that club face open sort of in this area here.
Totally does, yeah. So again, if I keep that ball into transition, as you say there, look at the club face now. That's where we want the club face more so for you, not here. Again, look at the club face open and look at the golf ball, sorry, the yellow ball. It's not touching my hand. Put the wrist and the hand back into connection and look at that club face, a lot stronger.
The great thing about this, we haven't really changed the shape of his golf swing. We haven't changed the big movements. We've changed the very small movements in how we control the club face. And if we can change these small movements, you're going to see massive results.
And the thing that you have here, Kevin, is that we'd have to ask the question, as good as your downswing is from a shallowing point of view, how long are you going to keep that? If the club faces keep coming in open, you're going to have to change something, otherwise you're just going to be quite inconsistent. So yeah, this is a good time for this lesson.
Okay, let's see if we can hit one then. So I would expect Pearce from this shot to hit it a little to the left, because Pearce doesn't need to work on this too much more.
No.
But he's certainly going to see a lower ball flight and a ball that's probably going to curve to the left.
Yeah, and we're just going to hit it a little bit softer so you can actually see the shape of the wrist a little bit more, and you can see what I'm mimicking. And as Andy said, this is probably going to go low and to the left. There we go. And that's exactly what we would want you to do when you're hitting golf shots. We want you to get that ball shaping to the left quite aggressively, you know, when you're hitting these shots to start with, and then you can sort of blend it in more.
Very cool. So a good training aid that you can use there. If you haven't got that, you could always again focus on maybe that waiter's tray feeling at the top. That's often worked for some of our students as well.
Absolutely.
So hope that helps, Kevin. Make sure you post any comments and questions for the rest of you guys down below, and we'll see you next time.
So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Now, how would you like myself and Andy as your own personal online golf coaches? So at memygolf.com, we've created this website, which is all the information we've learned over the last 20 years of coaching, and really made it personal to you on how you can improve your golf. Now, Andy, how do they get there and what do they need to do?
All you need to do is click the link in the corner there. You can go and sign up for free, have a good look around. We'll see you over there, and hopefully we'll be helping your game. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheers.